Today we're diving into the world of movie poster design. Whether you're an aspiring digital artist or just looking to improve your skills, I've got some tips and insights to share. If you want to improve as an artist, practice is key. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we need to wait for inspiration to come to us, but relying solely on inspiration can hold you back. You don't have to wait for it to come to you. Instead, take action, and by pushing yourself to create, you'll often find that inspiration follows. For example, I wanted to design a movie poster but didn't have any immediate inspiration or direction. To get the creative juices flowing, I started searching for films that have been announced for release in the near future, and it didn't take long before I found my inspiration. As I explored upcoming films, several caught my eye, and I noted them down as potential future projects. In fact, I've already created a few of these and will be releasing those videos here on the channel soon. However, the poster I'll be sharing the creative process for today isn't for an upcoming film, but one that was made back in 1978. Superman, starring Christopher Reeve. Now, there is an upcoming Superman film starring David Corenswet set to release in 2025, and it did provide some of the inspiration I was looking for, and I initially thought about designing a poster for it. However, when I was a kid, the Superman I admired was Christopher Reeve. When searching for suitable images for this project, I turned to a reliable source, Speculative Fiction Collectibles. They offer high-quality images of incredibly detailed collectible statues and figurines. I'm not affiliated with them, but their products are stunning and worth mentioning. Also worth mentioning is my use of AI in my creative process. As you can see, I'm using an AI-generated image as a foundation to build Superman's pose. AI is something that I think some people are way more scared of than they should be. It allows me to explore ideas quickly, generate multiple concepts, and find inspiration in unexpected ways. By leveraging AI, I can focus more on refining and personalizing my designs rather than spending excessive time on initial drafts. Professional artists and designers across the industry are already leveraging AI to push the boundaries of what is possible. Embracing AI in your art doesn't mean you're cheating, it means you're adapting to the tools available to create something even more impactful. So rather than seeing AI as a shortcut, view it as an ally in the creative process. What I'm doing here is morphing some of the suit's blue texture to this reference image. I should mention that I spent way too long on this project, but it's been a while since I created something like this, so I needed some time to shake off the rust. One of the mistakes I was making is a trap that is easy to find yourself falling into. I was spending too much time trying to get that arm to look just the way I wanted. As you can see, I eventually realized this and I moved on to getting the rest of the body more or less into the correct position before refining things. The arms and hands ended up going through a few revisions, but we'll get to that in a bit. So here I'm just taking pieces of the original reference and warping them to fit the AI reference, and then I'll add some basic shading. I am keeping in mind the direction of the light source, but I'm more focused on just visualizing the shapes for now. I will give more attention to the overall lighting a little later. You can see that I bring a copy of the AI image over to the side here. I'm using that as a reference of how to paint the shadows. Since I've already done so much work on this arm, I just copy and paste it to the other side and then I'll adjust it as needed. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. I was having trouble finding hands that worked, and I thought I was going to have to start getting creative. I could have removed this part of the video in order to make the overall time lapse a little more appealing, but I thought it was important to showcase the fact that sometimes things just don't go smoothly. As you can see, I do eventually and thankfully swap out the hands again, but I'm still not quite happy with either of the arms or the hands at this point. But don't worry, I'll spend way too long on it before I eventually fix them. Of course Superman needs a cape, so I'll go ahead and add that and get it into the shape I'm looking for. I finally adjust the left arm so it doesn't look broken anymore. We're getting close to the finish line now. All that's really left is repainting this cape and fixing the right arm once and for all. Now I'm just going to go over everything once more, cleaning up some of the small things and adding a few finishing touches before moving on to the background of this poster. The 1978 Superman film used New York City as the inspiration for Metropolis. So I've got this AI image that I'm going to use for the background that vaguely resembles a 1970s New York. I just want to make a few slight modifications like arching the horizon and adding some stars. And once that is done, it's time for one of my favorite parts of the process, adding the rim lighting and adjusting the color balance. This will bring the whole scene together. And there you have it, my tribute poster to the original Superman. I hope you enjoyed watching the process as much as I enjoyed creating it. Feel free to share what you liked or didn't like in the comments, and let me know if you have any ideas for future art projects that you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.